Hi guys, Kimberly618 again. I'm sure you guys are sick of me by now, but I have a response video to do for or at RicRagsLive. He kind of posted a response to my last crazy long video. And he was asking about macronutrients. Now, I should start off by saying I'm not a medical professional, and all I really know is stuff that I've studied, and I've just recently gotten into the whole micronutrient, macronutrient thing, so I feel terrible. I don't really have a good answer for you, or a very educated one on that. Now, while that combination sounds delicious, does sound very delicious, I really don't know how that eating the brown rice and the chickpeas together would affect you. It sounds like a very heavy meal, and I think I've only really eaten that combination a couple of times, probably with an Indian dish that I just bought. They just happen to be together. I have a tendency to eat a lot more like lentils and like black beans and stuff. I think it's just, you know, being in Texas, they're just everywhere, and so I don't eat a whole lot of chickpeas. But whenever I do eat chickpeas, I have a tendency to eat them in hummus, and I've always eaten them, you know, and eaten it in smaller amounts, like either as a dip, but always with lots of vegetables, or I would usually spread it on a wrap or something, and so it was loaded with vegetables. So I couldn't really tell you from personal experience. I'm doing that thing where I touch my face again, aren't I? Sorry. I don't know why I do that. But anyway, like I would probably be more inclined to split them up. You know, like I always just do my stir-fry veggies over my rice, and then, like I said, I usually do chickpeas in the form of hummus. But I guess if you were making like a curry or something, you combine those. But I don't know. The biggest thing that I've heard when I've been studying is the most important thing when it comes to the macronutrients and micronutrients is it's most important to eat your micronutrients on an empty stomach or like earlier in the day whenever your digestive system isn't already full of fiber. That way it gets more readily absorbed, and your micronutrients are going to be like your green juices and like your bee pollen and, you know, things like that that your body really needs every day, and you want to be absorbed optimally. You want those on an empty stomach. But as far as that goes, I really don't know. I'm sorry. Like I said, it does sound delicious though. It kind of makes me want chickpeas now. But I left you a comment, actually, on your comment on my last video, that, and I don't know if anybody else would be interested, but if you were trying to cut back on the chickpeas just in general, or beans in general, I've got a tahini like dressing or spread that I make that it's a little modified. Cutting me off again. It's a little modified from Michelle's recipe from It's a High Raw Life. She made something very similar, and I use it all the time. I use it as a dip, and I love putting it on my nori wraps. And it's sort of like convenience food for me, but I use loads of cumin and garlic and stuff in it. And so I really don't, and since I've had that, I really don't even miss the chickpeas. Now, granted, if you're going for like low calorie, see, the problem with me and comes like the whole like shea loss thing is because I'm not looking to lose any extra shea. I'm not looking to lose any weight, obviously. I just am a person who has a speech impediment, apparently, and I'm so tired. I worked all day, guys. I'm really tired. I am a person who has a lot of allergies and has had a lot of health problems. I just had the second cancer scare of my life, and like I said, my allergies are steadily increasing, and I have, as my doctor put it, a perpetually suppressed immune system. And so I'm just looking to absorb nutrition in the best way that I possibly can. I'm looking for overall health and allergen reduction in my life, and so that's why I'm doing this. I want to be healthy and flexible and young forever. Ever. But anyway, oh, I had a new juice today. It was so good. It was recommended to me by one of my coworkers because I started drinking juice, and then I talked to another girl that I work with, and we would go together, and then we were talking about it in the break room, and then other people were like, oh, you having juice? Where do you get your juice? And I was like, we get it across the street at Whole Foods. But he said that he had the carrot beet orange juice, and I usually go for ones that have more vegetables in them. But I had that one. I don't know, have any of you guys ever had an orange Julius? It was like milk and orange juice and I think like some ice cream and then like a couple of other flavorings and stuff. We made it in our homemade class in like 7th grade, I think. It was like really creamy and it was sort of tasted kind of like a half melted orange creamsicle. Remarkably similar, the flavors. I couldn't believe it. I was like, where have I tasted this before? I was drinking it and I was like, oh my gosh, this tastes like melted creamsicle is what it tastes like. It really does. I don't know what it is. Like the carrots are really sweet and like thick kind of. And the orange juice will obviously taste citrusy and orange. And I don't know, the beets are just like, whenever you juice them, they get it's so sweet a flavor. So it's like this pinky orange kind of delicious jar of awesome. So you should try that if you're looking for a juice. If you're new to juicing, it's delicious. But anyway, I don't helpful to you at all. I kind of hope it is. I mean, I definitely hope it is. But yeah, I guess I'll have to do a little more research on that. I guess I'll have to ask my, I got a cousin who, I don't know, I'm sure I've said this already, she's going to be graduating as a dietitian in May, and so I don't know if she would know the answer to that, but I will definitely ask her. It might be more of a question for a nutritionist, really, rather than a dietitian, but she still may know. She does a lot of studying into this sort of thing. It is a wealth of knowledge. A wellspring of knowledge. What other goofy kind of, I don't know what I'm saying. I need to take some classes, and I don't want to. I had a terrible day at work. I just want to say. I was ready to go home right after I got there. I was in the foulest of mood, and I know it was obvious too. I try to not make it so obvious, but today, whenever I'm not feeling well or I'm in a bad mood or something, you know, because it's just not nice. You just rub off on your coworkers and your friends. You know, it's just not cool. I don't want to be that guy. You know what I mean? But today I was not feeling it. I was so royally pissed off today. At several things, actually. It was like, it just kept getting worse throughout the day, and then, you know, like, one thing would happen, and I was like, two things happened that just made, I was fuming. And I just wasn't feeling like hiding it today, I guess. So, yeah. I didn't tell anybody off or anything like that. I think I was perfectly appropriate, but I was like, is anybody else having one of those days? I mean, I was like, man, I would rather go home right now and study stock chart reading. That's what I'm studying. Did I tell you guys that? Yeah, I've been studying investing again. And I'm pretty excited about it, but it's just, you know, the bits I'm, you know, like chart reading, it's boring. You know, kind of dry reading. But I'm excited, though. I did find on YouTube a chart reading tutorial for like super beginners, and I'm like, yay, dumb it down for me, please. So, because I'm not good at the chart reading, and so I just said, you know what, I'm gonna go to the very, very beginning, act like I'm an idiot and I've never seen one of these before, and that's where I'm starting. And so that's gonna be what I'm studying today, and basics on some different stocks and stuff. So hopefully I can start paper trading soon. That's the goal, is to be able to start actually paper trading within the next few weeks. So, wish me luck. I'm excited. Kind of. And tired. Kind of hungry. I just had a Larabar. I had the cashew cookie one, which is my favorite, and it's really good. So I'm going to go now. This was supposed to be short. But love you guys, and I'll talk to you later.